So we all get to a point in our lives that we start thinking that it's time for us to manifest what we have been dreaming about. Like every one of you out there, I'm just like you with the same dream and always thinking how to manifest my dream. Before I go further, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Fatim Jetwe, but you can call me Timmy Baby, and you are welcome to the Living Artistry Podcast, where we talk about fame, fashion, art, real manifestation, and many inspiring stories. If this is your first time for stopping by on this podcast, you can please like, share, and comment, or you can also forward it or share it to any of your friends and recommend to watch the Living Artistry Podcast, where we talk about real manifestation. Just like every one of you, I've been dreaming and I have my real manifestation. And am I still there? No, but I'm getting there. I'm from Sierra Leone. I moved to Ireland 3 years ago. For some of you who don't know where Sierra Leone is located on the west coast of Africa. We are bordered by Francophone Guinea on the northern side and Liberia on the southeastern side of Sierra Leone. We are 3 hours away from Nigeria and less than 2 hours from Ghana. We speak Creole broken English, just like what the Nigerian would call the pidgin English. I was born on the southern side of Sierra Leone, Bow Town City, and later I moved to Freetown where I continue with my secondary school education. I went to the Annie Walsh Memorial School and then I continue my tertiary education to Fabric College University. I did a diploma in cultural studies where I read loads of history, which I can't remember, but some of them we'll talk about them in the next episode. Then I continued with my tertiary education, a bachelor's degree in sociology. I was invited to the honors class and I continued to read my bachelor's degree and I did some elective modules on mass communication because I was very passionate about it. So during my time in university, I started thinking about what I want to do, my career path, my passion, my goals, where I want to see myself. And I have big dreams. I want to manifest them. So I started looking out for jobs. I was in university when I got my first job. I was working at Jamcast Media Production, and part of my job was to work as a radio drama actress, and I did jingles. In between that, I was also involved in other jobs like working at Premier Media, Talking Drum Studio, and there were so many other jobs I was doing, hustling, of course, which everybody can do just to make ends meet. But there, I started seeing myself into the media space. I started liking what I was doing, even though I wasn't paid for doing it, but there was passion in it. There was something I was learning in between. So what takes me to all of this if we're talking about real manifestation? I wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to be a media personality. Every time I look at Oprah Winfrey, she was like my idol. She was someone that I admire so much. But I don't know where to start and how to get there. So I started working as a student. My first job I got was at Jamcast Media, where I was working for free. I don't mind how much I'm being paid. I don't mind what I do, but I just do it because I want to do something. I didn't stop there. Do I like it? Yes, I like it, but I wasn't paid for it. So then I graduated and I was job hunting. So I heard about this job advertisement for African Young Voices Media Television, which is one of the biggest media in Freetown. And a friend of mine recommended that to me. I applied for the job. I got the job as a stringer reporter. I was over the moon when I got that job, and it was just for 6 months. I learned a lot when I was working at AYV, and there was so much things to give to them, and there was so much things to take from them in between. After I completed my job, I started feeling bored in between. I was thinking about what to do, where to see myself, going higher, not just be in that space, but to find something way bigger than that. That was how I became a foreign service officer when I became a civil servant at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. During my time at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I was more like a foreign service officer, less a diplomat. But in between that, I got my scholarship, which brings me here in Ireland. How I came to Ireland? So some 3 years ago, I moved to Ireland to read my master's degree. I got the Irish Aid Scholarship, which I struggled, I suffered, I studied, I worked so hard for. But it became a real manifestation when I was shortlisted among thousands of students, of 8 students who came to study in Ireland. I went to the Galway University to read my master's in public advocacy and activism. That's a real manifestation playing its role there, and that was the magic working there. Is it magic? Somehow, but it's not magic because you work hard to get it. For more of the story and how it goes and how I'm living in Ireland, we'll talk about that in episode 2, where we talk about the space called my world. Please subscribe,